Maybe this is weird, but I often choose my travel destinations based on whether they'll make me feel like I'm living in a fantasy world, and I need a break from reality right now, so here are 8 of my favorites. The first being Moorea in French Polynesia. This is like stepping into the world of Moana. It is a tropical fantasy paradise. You can swim with humpback whales, which is the most otherworldly experience. Number 2 is Matamata, New Zealand. This is where they filmed The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and I had one of the happiest days of my life here. It might be surprising, Mexico City. Just look at this crazy architecture. This city has such an interesting blend of old and new, ruins and colonial architecture and art, and one of the best bookstores in the world. Fourth, you knew I was going to say this one, Iceland. They call it the land of fire and ice for a reason. It inspired scenes in Game of Thrones and tons of other fantasy films. Number 5, hear me out, Salt Lake City, particularly in wildflower season in late July, early August. It is so beautiful. I felt like I was living in the spring court. 6, Ireland's Wild Atlantic Way. This is on the west coast, and I felt like I was the only tourist there. I don't know why this place isn't more popular. It is so magical, especially in spring or fall. 7 is Japan, one of my favorite countries in the entire world. It feels like a Studio Ghibli film meets Blade Runner. They are somehow living in both the future and the past, which really gives it that fantasy sci-fi feel. And finally, 8, Oxford, England. They filmed a lot of Harry Potter here, which makes it feel like you are attending a magical